welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Chasing Remnants. Previously on our fun little adventure, the party arrived at the town where they agreed to meet Cassandra to find out more about the job that they were supposed to be doing for her, and they informed her that Alhana had come down with a strange sickness likely due to the red lyrium that they interacted with in the tower they blew up. On the way to the town. She agreed to help them find a cure, but they were going to have to, hang out in town for a little while. She asked them to sort of investigate some weirdness that was going on. They discovered that people had been being abducted at night. Decided to do a bit of a stakeout in which it didn't pan out quite the way they intended. Alhana was knocked out at the beginning of the evening and taken away to a location unknown to her companions. And they had to scramble to try and locate her. They decided to start their search at the temple after being attacked by some of the, or at the museum, after being attacked by some of the robed museum curators that had been behaving rather strangely. They killed a number of them before fleeing. They made it to the temple, solved a very terrifying broom closet riddle. And
I dodged that fucker.
and are on their way to exploring the basement of the museum/temple. Meanwhile, Alhana woke up and found herself in the company of a man calling himself Avelius, who said that he does not want to be enemies with them, and he does not want to anger their employer. He has asked to speak to Idalya, the elven woman who he has deemed the party leader. Alhana didn't take too kindly to his strange avoidance of the truth, and decked him, which didn't pan out so well because of his armor. They got into a fight, and have been trading blows here and there. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and pick up with our friends in the museum. And so you guys, I believe, are headed down into the basement, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a stairwell leading downward, I should say.
Yeah, we were here. Stairwell.
So you guys head down into the lower area, and you find this sort of narrow, dark hallway. The floor in this area of the temple isn't as nice as the one above. It's just like slabs of concrete. It's sort of poorly lit with just a few candles here and there. Most of them are actually lit at the moment. It doesn't look like this is a particularly well-used passage. There is a doorway at the very end of the hall, and then there's one on the wall to your left.
Okay. So you said there's a door on our left, and it was a hallway, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So, Aria, I say we check the door.
Sounds good to me.
Let me do
doors. There's one all the way at the very end of the hall, and then one on the wall.
Oh, got it. There's one at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Got it. And there's another door. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. I thought it was just a door in the hallway. So let's do that the closer door on the left.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to do a perception check first just to see if I sense or hear anything.
Okay.
I don't know. This feels too easy. Just like walking down after the build-up, I'm like, I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all.
It's gonna be another broom.
Yeah, it's
exactly. There's brooms looking for me. I'm
The true threat.
Okay, so go ahead and do the
16 for perception check.
Okay, you don't hear anything, and you don't detect any kind of traps or any sort of lock on the door.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so let's say we go ahead and head to the door on the left and go ahead and open.
Okay, You push open the door and you see beyond what appears to be a large storage room. There's boxes sort of piled high all the way to the ceiling. A lot of them are dusty. Some of them are like half opened, and you can see that they contain like a bunch of those robes that they all wear. There's a box that contains something marked cleaning supplies, and it's just got like old rags and dust remover and stuff like that. It doesn't. There's traffic. You know, you can tell that people have been in and out, and they go to the boxes with the robes and the cleaning supplies very often. The room isn't super large, but there's definitely areas that, you know, back corners where nobody tends to go. It doesn't look like people tread back that way very often anyways, because the stuff is sort of piled in a disarray. But yeah, appears to be a storage room.
And so do we carry like bags or are we carrying something to put stuff into that we have on us?
So, yes.
Can we take 2 of the robes and stash them into our bag?
Ooh.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So we're going to take 2 of those. I don't think we need them yet. Let's toss them in there just in case we need to get away from 9 random dudes that show up again. So we're going to take 2 of the robes, stash those. Aria, how about we both make a perception check just to make sure there's not like something useful in here that we can take. If we get some better roll here. Oh, good. I'm glad I asked you to do that. 12.
Okay. So first of all, you do find a couple robes that fit, and you stuff them in your bag for later.
Do they have hoods on them? Is there hoods on these robes?
They do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They have hoods that swing up, and then they're dark blue, so almost like a midnight blue.
Okay.
And then they've got
Can we
white
also check for a large one, Alhana size?
Ooh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stash 3 in my bag then.
3 robes then.
Perfect.
And then as
Just in case we gotta sneak Alhana out conspicuously somewhere.
As you're digging through a lot of the boxes, you find an interesting sort of cloth. It's a thin sheet of woven white silk, and the thread is so fine that when you hold it to the sun, it is nigh invisible. So when you hold it to the light, you can barely see it. It's thin, but roughly the size of a king-size blanket.
Okay. I feel like we should pocket that as well.
Yeah. I want it.
And if you guys would like, you can check to try and see if you can figure out what it does or what kind of effects it has.
Oh yeah. What would that roll be?
Let's see. I would say, because if you have anything, I'm gonna say it's cunning. And if you have anything that's like determine magic.
I have arcane lore.
Arcane lore would absolutely help with this.
Awesome. Oh, hold on, drop the dice. Oh, yikes. That's 8 total.
With an 8, you detect that it is it's a cloth. It's
Special.
You know that it does something.
It's pretty.
It does something.
You know that it's got some kind of enchantment on it, but you don't know what.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go ahead and stuff that in the bag with everything else.
And then, in addition to that, you also find, as you remove the cloth, a small gold hairpin falls out and clatters onto the floor. And it's got this really ornate, crazy design, but it doesn't really, it's not designed like a hairpin normally would. There's not really a way to like clip it or attach it properly. So it's a hairpin that's clearly not designed for hair. And as soon as you touch it, you definitely feel enchantment from this item as well.
Oh, do you think this is a pretty object and maybe like a key or something that we should take with us, or do you think it's cursed?
Well, I'd say we take it because we could probably use it to finagle doors open with. So I say we take it no matter what.
Sounds good.
Let's
You
put
can
it in,
also you can try to arcana lore this one as well. And...
Oh yeah, right. Forgot I can roll dice and stuff. That's how you play this game.
Oh, Lord.
That's much better. That's 15.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
better than 8.
So you not only know exactly what this does, you've heard of items like it before. You know that it's called the
Ooh.
Hairpin of Hoarding. And it adds +3 to any roll that involves lockpicking.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, let's give
And
that one to Idalya.
Gosh.
it will also guarantee some amount of gold in whatever room or object you are trying to unlock.
Ooh.
We can use
Very cool.
that. Okay.
So you've got that and a mystery shroud.
I have a
I love
feeling
how
we may need to pick some locks, Aria.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go back into the main hallway,
Okay.
and we're going to head down the hallway to the door at the very end there.
Okay. Are you guys opening it?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
All right. So you push open the door, and you discover this clearly led at some point to another part of the temple, but for the most part, it's a barred and bricked up wall. It's sort of a hollow. It almost looks like the beginning of a cave that just starts in the middle of the wall. But it's been barred up with rocks and debris, and then that has been cemented together. So it's clearly not meant to be some place that you can enter in through.
How fresh is the brick lane?
Would you like to make a check to determine?
Yes. 16.
With the 16, you can tell it's been here for quite a while. It's not
Okay.
it's not
Fresh.
still drying or anything like that. It's
Okay.
it's firm and solid.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So, Aria, she's not down here.
She's not down here.
Our crazy friend whose name I did not write down.
I think we
Was it
called him
Jeff?
Crazy Steve.
Steve.
He definitely had a name before.
Yes.
No, it was
Before it was Crazy Steve.
Okay, so Steve told us that they got the medicine from the innkeeper. We need to... Would that... Okay, so would the location of the inn be something we noted coming into the town? Because I assume going through the main section.
You've been to the
We
inn,
know where the inn
so
is. Okay,
you've
perfect.
been to it, so you can get back.
Oh, okay,
That's where we
perfect.
met with Cass, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you met with Cassandra there when you first got here, so.
Perfect. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we would know that. That's the only lead we've got there. There's nothing down here.
I guess we go there then.
Yes, so that's the only other lead we have is the innkeeper, so let's head there and hopefully we can either pummel him or figure out where Alhana is, because that's the only lead we've got.
Okay, as you guys walk up and back out of the temple.
Can we put the robes on before we leave?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll put our 2 on, keep Alhana's packed away. Just in case some people have traversed back, we're gonna put on our hoods and
Okay.
skedaddle.
So you guys don the dark robes, and you sort of shuffle back out of the temple. On your way back out, you have to pass by the brazier and with the fire, and Crazy Steve still huddled in the corner. He's sort of started to sort of bang his head against the side of the wall, not super hard yet, but he's just sort of doing it over and over and over again.
Oh boy.
And I want you guys both to roll me a willpower, or...
Willpower.
Yeah, I'm gonna say roll a willpower check.
16.
11.
Okay, Aria, you walk past and don't notice anything at all. Idalya, you actually feel like you hear a song in the back of your head, and there are no words to it. but inexplicably, you feel like it's telling you to bring someone to a specific place.
Is this the place I recognize? Or is it just a gut feeling of a direction to go?
It's a gut feeling of a direction to go. And it sort of fades as you guys walk further away from the fire, and disappears, and you lose track of it. But you got the distinct impression that it was not the same direction as the tavern. You could tell that much.
Okay, Aria, I got some bad news.
Okay.
Potentially. I'm not sure if it's wearing the robes or what it is, but I just got a really strong gut reaction to go the opposite direction. That could be what the crazy people have been doing. I might be turning crazy. I don't know. But we're heading to the tavern, and I have a very strong feeling that I need to be going the other direction. So I don't know if that means you need to get away from me, or it means that both of us need to be going in that direction. Because as I get further from the flames, is it still kind of a constant, or was it just kind of a temporary feeling?
It hit you almost like a gust of wind, and was there for just a second, and it was really strong and very clear. You know, you heard the song, and you had this distinct feeling, like, go this way. But before you could figure out which way was this way, or what it was saying, or what it wanted you to do, it was gone.
Right.
But you have a general sort of direction, but nothing too terribly specific.
And is that pointing towards an area that we're familiar with?
You think it would have taken you past the tavern towards the... Go ahead and roll a cunning check. And if you have any kind of, like, math reading or direction skills or any kind of, like, survival...
Oh, shit, I do.
Do you really?
I do, I have scouting.
Yeah, make a scouting check.
Yeah, let me figure out I know it's that I can do re-rolls, but I have to stay with whatever the second roll is. Let me find out the exact one. Yeah, scouting. That's right. Scouting's perk, like its extra talent, is that I can roll a failed dexterity check. I can re-roll. Okay, but I do have scouting, so I'll use that to help me. That'll give me a +2.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, that's a good roll. Okay. 15.
Okay, yeah. After a little bit of triangulation and thinking about it and sort of remembering which way the feeling felt like it was directing you, you get the distinct impression that it was telling you to go to the noble district. That was the general area of where it was pointing you.
Color me surprised, it's the rich people. Okay, so I'm going to reiterate all of that to Aria. I think we need, or at least I need to head to the noble district. But I don't know if that's the same message that's been driving the other people crazy, or that I just got a really good lucky clue at a very advantageous time. But I don't know the difference between what it is. Yeah. So Aria's got to make her own choice here, because I could be turning into one of the crazy people suddenly, and I don't realize it yet. Because I'm sure those museum people were very nice people. Now that we're outside the temple, can I take my robes off?
You can if you want, yeah.
Cool.
Are you guys in the courtyard? Where have you gone?
Yeah, I thought we just walked out of the temple.
Yeah.
Like we exited.
I imagine you walked out and you can be in the courtyard area if you want to go
okay,
else.
Sweet. Yeah, let's take that off and put it away, just in case needed. But, I don't know, Aria, do you feel safe following me?
I mean, I'm gonna be less safe on my own.
She's like, I'm a cute little mage interventor. Help me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I was up front with you and you understood this potential choice if I do pull a thriller on you. Where I'm like, good Aria. Yeah. See, I already got the yellow skin tones with the yellow eyes to go with it.
Oh, what
Except for my Michael Jackson zombie impression. Well, she should know what she's getting into here. Okay, so we're we've decided we're going to follow into the noble district. Follow my gut instincts here
Okay,
and
so
see
you
if
guys head out.
I
Meanwhile,
don't turn crazy.
Alhana. I don't recall whose turn it was in this fight. I think we just snapped the cage back around you again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
So defeated.
Sounds about right.
so I believe you are surrounded by a magical cage made out of magical swords that are cutting into you. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. How's I do that? You're a dick, Avelius! Okay, Constitution.
I am not the one who started throwing punches when we were in the middle of a conversation.
Assholery goes so much deeper than that. Alright, what am I doing? Communication. No. What did you ask me to do? Constitution?
Constitution, yes. Communication won't help you much against the swords.
No, but my stamina will.
There is no clap back that hard.
$19.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say you break free of the swords once more.
No!
Oh no!
You like Hulk out of him. You're so mad at him.
Alias, you don't get it.
And so that makes it your turn.
That makes it my turn, huh? Alright. Son of a maker. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna do another melee attack.
Okay.
Same place. I'm gonna try to slash snap. Which is a God, what is it? Oh, that's okay. Oh, I'm stunted and I have 6 stunt points.
Yes!
Where is 17.
Okay, that is a hit.
All right, now, okay, I have 6 stunt points. Can I split them up so I can use 2 different stunts in one go round?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can use all 6 points.
You can actually, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, you can actually use them on the same stunt more than once.
Awesome.
Really?
Okay, so I want to knock him prone. That is worth 2 stunt points.
Okay.
And then I want to pierce armor. So find a chink in their armor, and their armor rating is halved versus this attack.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do I'm gonna do
extra D6.
so it gives me an extra 1d6 against all of this. So
Okay.
all right. So okay, my bastard swords are
He's on the ground, his armor's damaged, and she's going for it.
6, 3d6. Hang on, sorry.
It's alright.
Well, that works good too, because he'll have to spend his next turn getting up.
Yep.
So that basically gives her 2 turns in a row. Fuck him up, Alhana!
10 points of damage.
Okay. And you halved his armor?
Yes, I have his armor and he is prone.
Okay. So you slam into him. You don't hit his neck, but you slam into his chest with your sword? Is that what you're attacking with?
Bastard sword.
Bastard sword. You slam into it with your bastard sword, and you send him flying across the room, and he smashes into some tables on the other side, and sort of knocks a bunch of things all over the room. And you can see him sort of struggling to get back up. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh shit, okay. Perception. Okay. Oh shit, let's go. 15.
15?
Mhm.
Okay. So as you are stepping to make this attack, you actually notice there are some runes on the ground that you had not previously been paying attention to.
Shit.
And they are scattered all over the place. You managed to avoid them this time. However, looking at them, you are becoming aware of the fact that it's going to require some dexterity to continue moving around this room and fighting. Almost like you might need to make dexterity checks every time you make an attack.
Yeah.
You might say.
That's okay. I don't mind. I can do that. I've got some stuff that will help me with that. So.
Okay, so he clambers to his feet, and you can see he's pretty ticked off at you now. You've gotten wine on his robes.
Yes.
He's like, I have had enough of these games. And it takes him his whole action to stand up, so he doesn't do anything else for the moment.
Okay, so where am I in the room?
You are about in the center of it.
Okay, so I'm in the center, and he's
sort of tossed to the left. It's not an exactly rectangular room, and there's a lot of, like, furniture and stuff all over, but it's fairly large. It's hard to tell just how big it is, because it's kind of dark, and it's got those crazy walls that are covered in the, like, little lyrium glitter all over the place.
Can I, what time to this now? Are there, how many doors are there?
You actually don't see one.
Fuck.
You think it must be around one of the corners of the furniture. Beyond your eyesight. You're sort of in a bigger opening area at the back end. You would assume it's the back end of the room.
How far away is he?
He's like 10 feet away from you.
Wait for me. Okay. I am going to attack him again with my my 2 bastard swords.
Okay, so first make a dexterity check.
Okie dokie. Actually, no. I don't want to come at him with my swords. I want to come at him with my fists.
Okay. Still
We're
make a
gonna do
dexterity check.
That's fine. That's fine. I needed to make that clear.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. So you definitely avoid stepping on any of these runes as you step toward him.
Nice.
So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
I'm guessing she has brawling.
Yeah. My attack roll is okay. So that's I roll to see if I hit, right?
Yes.
14.
Okay, yeah, you were gonna hit, so roll your damage. She's so excited.
Oh, you have no idea. Okay, so fist is just, if fist is a 1d3, then I don't have that. So I guess I'll just roll a d6, but I have it. I want to aim for his nose.
Okay.
I rolled a 5, so 2.
2, yeah.
Okay, so you swing at him and you aim for his nose, but he sort of like ducks just enough out of the way where like it actually, you slam into the side of like his armor again, and you can tell that he didn't even feel it. you did nothing to him.
Okay.
And now he's looking at you and he's quite furious. And you see him reach to one of the tables that weren't knocked over, and he grabs a small vial that's on it and downs the contents. And at that point, you sort of see his eyes start to glow with this sort of ghostly green. And he says, "This is your last chance. Sit down and wait for your friends to arrive, or suffer the consequences."
I will sit down.
Okay.
But I do not put my swords away.
Just, like,
I don't really
sitting
sit down. I go over to the chair and I'm like in a defensive stance. Like I want to go over to where the chair is, and I actually want to have my guard up.
Okay.
so that if he comes at me, I have, like, that's a thing that I can do. So that's my movement and my minor action. Standing there with my guard up.
Okay, he holds his action and doesn't do anything when you approach the chair. And he says, "Will you sit and be civilized?"
I will stand right here. This is as good as you're getting. But I will wait until my friends get here.
Okay, you can see him, he's sort of mulling this over as he looks at you, trying to decide if he trusts you to actually keep your word. He does not look like he actually puts much stock in what you're saying. He says,
You can believe me or not, big guy. I mean, that trust thing goes both ways. How do I know you're not going to attack me again? Oh, I don't. So I'm going to stand like this.
He says, "It is no matter. I've sent out the call for them to hurry.
Lovely.
And it is not I alone that needs to worry about your brash behavior." And then you actually hear a door open somewhere in the other part of the room, and you hear a bunch of shuffling, and you see quite a few of the individuals that you would recognize as the museum curators.
Oh, it's the cult.
Shuffle into
guys.
shuffle into the back of the room. And you see him sort of stand, and he puts his arms behind his back, and his eyes are still glowing with that creepy green glow. But he looks very satisfied with himself, and he says, "So we wait." And we'll take it back to Idalya and Aria. So you guys arrive outside the front of the noble district, and you approach the gates, which has a very bored-looking guard standing in front of it.
Good. I guess we'll do perception check real fast.
Okay.
15. What does the guard look like? Is he the young, older?
He looks like the same one that you spoke to last time you were in the noble district. The one that
Oh, okay,
you
so we can't make Aria go flirt with him. Okay, got it. They recognize it, so I was like, Aria, go flirt with him.
The one who may or may not recall Aria as an important noble lady who is in town to complain about the tavern.
Oh, that's right.
Burned that bridge.
Yep. Is he looking at us or looking away? Can we knock him out?
No, he looks like he's not paying much attention to anything. He looks like he wants to go to sleep.
Got it.
And in fact, with your perception check, as you watch him, he sort of takes out a small flask from inside his armor and takes a quick surreptitious sip, and then stuffs it back in. And he kind of glances around like he's checking to see if anybody was watching, but like he doesn't do it in any meaningful way, like so he doesn't notice you or anything else really.
Cool. Cool. So we've got a drunk, bored, non-paying attention guard.
So, and did we say if he is or is not aware of us? Because we know he's bored, but does he actually see us?
No, he hasn't seen you yet.
Okay, so Aria, our choices are, we can try the robes up over our heads and just try and pass through and see if he recognizes us and just opens the gates. Flirting with him is out of the question because he thinks you're crazy. I could always lie and say that you are to be a special guest of someone in the noble district, or you are some sort of mistress that I am bringing in and escorting to a palace. We could try deception. We could just knock his ass out. We can see if you invite him to a party and tell him it's over there and just let him go and walk away. We can fake an emergency. I'm not sure. What are you feeling like, Aria? What are we trying today?
I do.
Or do you want to white lady his ass until he begs you to go by?
What did you say, Celeste?
She froze.
Oh,
no, she's back. Okay, good.
It's just time. I don't super like our chances of trying to talk our way through. He probably dislikes me a whole lot, and I can't blame him for that at all. I liked your first idea about just pretending to be the brainwashed people and just hoods down, trying to wander through.
So
and
put
then
our
also give
hoods
us
on,
an idea of
pretend
what he's
goes to
doing.
call the alarm. We just hit him with the pommel on the back of the head.
Yeah. Be ready to attack.
Just knock him out. Shuffle him inside some sort of...
Non-lethal
I assume
attack.
there's some sort of guardhouse or some type of thing that you can knock him out and drag him into. Or if I played too much Dishonored. I don't knock him out and drag him
there's a
inside.
guardhouse that's not too much further from the gate itself.
Okay, so me and Aria are gonna don the blue
I will
robes.
say it is inside the gate, the guardhouse, though.
Oh.
Okay, is there shrubs nearby?
Yeah.
We can always put him in another one of the hooded robes and then make him look like he's passed out, drunk with the bottle in his hand. That's good. We can always knock him out and then put the flask in his hand and then just lean him up against something. So he looks like he's a drunk and passed out. Okay, so we put our robes on and we shuffle, kind of mimic the shuffling towards the front gates.
Yeah, I think Celeste froze again.
Aria's frozen. She has the most inopportune freezing moments.
Okay, so you guys put the robes on and you shuffle towards the gates, and he hears the shuffling and he turns and he kind of squints at you, and he goes, "Who's going there? Who's go there?"
Oh, he's asking us who's going there? Oh, I thought he said go in there, and I'm like, okay.
No, he's slurring his speech quite a lot.
And what was the sounds they were making before? They were, humming?
Yeah, they would occasionally hum random, too.
Okay, I'm gonna just, very softly hum, kind of mimic that little sound, the song that I heard briefly when I had that flash.
This really confuses him. He's like, "Say what now?"
Just stick with it, I'm just gonna keep humming.
I asked you a question. Hey, you gotta answer my question. What are you doing?
This isn't gonna work. Oh. Okay, because he's really drunk and just super out of it, so that's... Okay. Just brawling. 16 for punching.
That is gonna hit him, yeah.
God.
I feel like you can hit him with a 1 at this point.
Are you
I don't know what else they're supposed to say. If I yell praise him or something, I feel like we're gonna get thrown in jail.
Okay, so you're just trying to deck him. Go ahead and roll your
I'm
damage.
just gonna knock him out. It's the kindest thing I can do at this point.
Roll your damage. Go ahead and roll an...
It's 1d3.
Did you stunt at all with that initial roll?
I don't know. I picked up the dice already.
Oh.
I should be better about that.
I want to give you advantage on that roll, so go ahead and roll again and see if you stunt at all.
Because he's super not. That's why I went for it. He's super not expecting it.
He's very drunk, if that was not apparent, so...
Yeah, so just add an extra d6 to that or something.
Yeah.
He's not gonna see this coming. And an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you that was your damage, you said?
Yeah.
And you didn't stunt the second roll you got?
No.
Okay, yeah, so, so with an 8, you knock him pretty hard. That's a good solid hit to the side of his cheek, but he doesn't go down. And he looks at you and he's like, "What was that for?" And he's starting to try and like fiddle with his sword to take it out. So let's go ahead and roll. You guys roll initiative. He's going to be at the bottom of the order because he's drunk, but determine which order you guys are going in.
14.
Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be Doll, Aria, and Frank.
Frank's having a night.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a night. He's just trying to get drunk. Just trying to have a good time while he's on watch. Y'all just walk up all humming and being weird.
Second time I've ruined his day.
Yeah.
He doesn't recognize you yet. He has no clue who you are, Aria. Do not even apologize. Like, whatever you do, do not apologize.
Far, all he knows is some weird humming pillowcases walked up to the gate and one of them punched him. So... he's not really aware of what's happening. So he finally
I feel like I should almost be like, woo, we are the ghosts of Christmas past. I know what you do in the quiet of your room at night. Well, sometimes reality hurts, so I can't help that.
His conscience.
Okay, so who hits first here?
Idalya, you're first.
Okay,
He has
so
managed to get his sword out.
Is he up or is he on the ground?
He's
Okay.
You spun him around a little bit, but
I kind of just want to just straight up kick him in the groin and knock him over and just like leave, but
try.
Oh, that's just fine. I'll punch him.
I will give you advantage on that attack as well.
He's not expecting it.
I'm gonna say you guys probably have advantage for all your attack rolls during
this I can't believe we've hit the point where we're just beating up drunks. Like, this is the high point.
We're bad people. We're not the good guys anymore.
Epic high stakes campaign.
We're just trying to save our friend. So I've got so I'm using my fist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to hit,
Are you
I got
punching his groin or kicking his groin?
Yes. I'm just gonna punch for his face. Like, I feel like that's a little too far. Okay. If I don't take him out, then Aria can just knee him in the groin and we'll call it good. Because I assume he can't be doing that well, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, 11 to hit.
That's successful.
Oh, God. Okay. So that with a 9.
Okay, you clock him in the side of the face, and he, like, blood just starts gushing out of his nose when he doesn't go down.
He's one of those invincible drunks, isn't he?
Why is this happening? Aria,
is this where I just apologize and pretend like I thought he was my ex-boyfriend and this was really uncomfortable and then back into the noble district like you saw nothing?
I mean, you can give it a try. Talking is a free action.
You're welcome to try that.
She's like, please. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, no, you have to take your turn first, and then he gets a turn, and then I have to try and talk to him.
It's a free action.
Yeah, it's a free
action. So
action.
I can do it whenever?
So you can do it whenever, yeah.
Okay, but I can't roll for, like, a deception roll, though.
That would have to be in turn? To him, I would let you do it.
Okay, I'm going to try and deceive him real fast.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try it, otherwise, what the hell, we're going to punch him out anyway. Okay, so... 5, 5 each. 17 for deception.
Okay, what are you telling him?
Dwayne, is that you? Dwayne, you cheating bastard, is that you?
I don't know who Dwayne is.
How dare you? How dare you? I knew you were doing this. How dare you?
My name's Frank!
Yeah, sure it is, buddy. Sure it is. Like, I know who you are. You said you would be coming around, and it's in the middle of the night, and you never showed up, you fucking asshole. Just let me go by, you fucking dick. You already ruined my night. You were supposed to present... You were supposed to take me to a fancy party in the Noble District, and then you didn't fucking show up. So let me go.
He staggers up to you, and he puts his hands on the side of your face, and he gets real close. He says, "Look at these eyes. I would never stand you up." And then he falls over.
He wouldn't even stand up. He didn't stand himself up.
Oh.
And you have solved the drunken guard puzzle. Congratulations.
Hey, we got through the gate, right?
No, you were in front of the gate with a passed out guard.
Well, I assume he's got shit in his pockets.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
do I need to roll to loot Dwayne or whatever I called him?
No, you can just check his pockets.
Okay, I'm gonna loot Dwayne Fred, please.
Are you just checking his pockets?
What else am I checking? I'm not actually seeing if he's quality dating material.
You find a lot of empty flasks, but you don't actually find anything else. Oh, 12 gold.
I'll loot him.
You're like, yeah, thanks.
So how did he get, so if he was outside the gate, how does he get inside? Is there no lock or something?
Would you like to investigate
we have a
the
lock
gate?
Picking. Is there a lock on it that I can pick?
Would you like
we
to
have a
investigate
magical
the gate
lock
to
pick,
find
for
out?
fuck's sake. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a perception check on the gate. See if there's a weak spot or someplace I can throw Aria over.
Me.
18 and 17.
Okay, yeah, you notice that, you didn't notice it in the daytime, but at night there's actually a chain that's wrapped around the center of the gate that's got a big padlock on it.
Okay. And we're going to try to lockpick that with the magical lockpick.
Alright. Give it a go.
Hey,
Okay, so lockpicking is dexterity?
Yes.
Dexterity.
I
Oh, thank
think,
God.
unless it's
I
cunning.
think it is.
Unless it's cunning.
I feel like it could be either.
Yeah. Well, because I know there's a lockpicking perk.
The skill. Oh, let's see what's under. That's a
Or
good
a
point.
skill, not a perk. I don't know what they're called. I don't know where to find those. Because you don't have a lockpicking,
Yeah.
right?
Huh.
Oh, you're freezing a bit, Chrissy.
Oh, yeah. Am I? Sorry, I'm trying to look through
Oh, okay.
files. Here, I'll go ahead and shut that down.
The worst and best thing about this book is that it is huge.
Yes, right?
And not organized in a way that it is easy to find everything I need. It would be dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and
Thank
it's a
you.
dexterity focus, so.
Perfect. Oh, that's going to be way better than it could have gone. If it was cunning, we were in trouble.
Yeah. You're like, I'm very dexterous, I'm not very, very clever.
Yeah, no. Plus 3 would be 18 for lockpick.
Okay, so you stuff the hairpin in that little lock, and you barely even touch it before it clicks and pops open. So you successfully get it unlocked.
And there's supposed to be gold behind it, right?
Yeah, and weirdly, for whatever reason, you find 16 gold pieces on the ground on the other side of the gate.
Fuck yeah, Frank was holding out on me, that cheap bastard. Doesn't show up and he doesn't give me his money. Well, at least when after we get Alhana, we can buy her some drinks, so.
Oh.
It's some cough medicine for God. Okay, so we are now through the gates.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say we'll stick with you. What do you guys want to do now that you're in the gates? You see the noble district. It's pretty quiet, very clean.
Okay, Aria, let's do a perception check to see if we notice anything or if there's groups of anything, distractions. Maybe if I get a sense towards something that feels familiar from that vision. Okay.
17.
I also got 17.
Okay, you guys almost both at the same time notice a trail of it catches the light in just the right angle as you sort of walk past it. There is a trail of very tiny, teeny little blue crystals on the ground.
Would the mage recognize those as being anything in particular?
You can investigate them further if you want to do like an Arcana check on them.
Yeah.
I was going to say check those Aria and see if they're lyrium or something else.
That's another 17.
Yeah, you recognize almost immediately. That's lyrium, little bits of lyrium. And you can see that it sort of trails off and down into an alley beside one of the larger houses.
Cassandra was looking for a shipment of lyrium, wasn't she? Unrefined lyrium, correct?
Yeah.
That was the other Inquisition mission that she was investigating here that we were helping. I think we found her delivery.
I think we did. Yikes.
Okay. And so, but that's the only thing of note was just the trail of lyrium.
Yep.
We don't sense any. Okay. And I don't get a sense of anything from that vision. Is it feel sort of the same direction?
No.
Like it doesn't feel wrong.
You've kind of lost the beat on it. It's hard to tell. You've sort of gone in the general direction it seemed to indicate, but you don't really have any further indication beyond this point.
Okay. Aria, are you in agreement that we follow the path of that delirium?
Yeah.
If worst comes to worst, we at least find Cassandra's stash here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna follow in the direction of the lyrium crystals on the ground and hope it leads us to Alhana.
Okay. So you guys start heading towards that, and you head down an alleyway. You follow the trail, and it sort of leads up to what appears to be the solid wall of the side of a house, and it just sort of ends there in front of the house. And this would be the side of it, so you're sort of in an alley between these two massive houses, and the trail just sort of leads up and turns and stops in front of the wall.
Okay, Aria, let's do perception checks in here.
Yeah.
There's something funky going on.
Good rolls. That's an 18.
You guys are all heightened in your perception right now.
Yeah. Watch me get
11.
like 3 ones when it actually counts.
Well, Aria's heightened in her perception.
Yes. I am simply illuminated by actual light.
Aria, as you're sort of feeling along the wall and investigating this area, you do find a little slot in the wall that is shaped like a coin. Oh no, she froze.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh, she's back.
just to pay that empathy, just drop in any coin in.
Have we found a coin or anything like similar? No, I don't think so. Okay. Does a gold fit in there? Is it roughly the same size as a normal
It does look like
gold?
it's close to the same size as a gold coin.
Okay, I'm gonna stick one of my gold. I'm gonna stick one of my gold in there just to check, because I assume I can pry it out with my dagger, just in case it's not right.
So you put it in and it fits flush, and as you do so, you hear a sort of mechanism click somewhere in the wall, and a piece of the paneling of the house actually slides to the side and to reveal a door.
Rich bastards.
It is just any coin. Just pay it over.
Well, these poor people don't have coins, so that's the point of just keeping out the poor
Oh
people.
gosh, valid. Except for that one that I'll have it tossed into the well.
Copper in a well. Yep.
That's how it is. They make all the poor people infight while the rich people take everything and nobody notices. Okay,
Oh,
so I guess me and Aria are very... Oh wait, we're still in our robes, but I'm not sure it's going to matter at this point.
You did take off the robes.
Did we?
You
Cool.
took
Okay.
them off. Or no, you put them back on before you approached.
We still have them on from fighting Frank. We've been just walking around in robes still.
Wardrobe like it's Final Fantasy X too.
Doing our best. Gotta look good if you're gonna take down a delirium quickly.
Or a drunk at a gate that won't take no for an answer, I guess, apparently.
Dwayne Frank.
I guess it doesn't matter, so let's progress through the doors.
You guys open the door and you see a stairwell that looks like it leads down into the basement area of this house.
Okay.
Aria, do you want to walk down together, or do you want me to try and sneak down and see if there's anybody waiting down there? Since I was drawn down here by magic, I feel like
Splitting up didn't do us any good last time.
Well, I'm not saying we split up. I'm just saying that you stay enough, but you can see me, but I'm just sneaking ahead very quietly.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Oh shit.
There's just people standing there watching us discussing this, isn't there? God damn it. Then you notice all of
Frank is like, wait, we had a date, I think. I don't understand.
You're like, you already stood me up once, fucker. Fuck off.
You hit real hard, I like it.
Frank would. Typical. 13.
Aria?
Oh, I got 17 again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice.
As you guys are sort of talking and deliberating in front of this open door, you actually hear a very loud crash from down at the bottom of the steps somewhere inside the building.
Ooh. Is that when Alhana knocked it back into the table?
It does indeed sound like someone may have been thrown across the room into some furniture. If you were
I know that sound.
to describe it.
Yeah,
It's the sound of Alhana throwing bad people into furniture.
She hears the crash and she's like, she's here.
Okay.
You may have also heard someone scream in unadulterated rage in a very high-pitched and uppity voice.
I feel like that's when me and Aria look at each other and we're like,
look at each other,
fuck, and just run at full speed, just.
It's just a shared glance of them bolting down.
Yeah, we're just gone. We're just a dust proof where we used to be.
You guys run down and you discover a hallway that actually splits into a couple different directions.
Oh no.
Honestly, yes!
Because we didn't bust in. There was a chunk of time after you hit him into that table, remember? We had to still figure out how all those dudes get into the room with you. That assuming is, did they go through us to get there? Are we about to just be knocked out by a group of those dudes? I don't know. We're about to find out.
Yeah, so you run down this short hallway, and it actually branches out into a couple different segments. It is a bit of a maze. You've basically got a hallway going in any direction you can think of. It isn't even the cardinal directions. You've got 6 different pathways you can choose from here.
Okay.
Okay, can
So,
I roll a perception just
so
to see if there's
so Alhana screamed for a while. I feel like we should be able to get down a flight of stairs and have at least a left or right direction at least.
You have a vague sense that it maybe came from the right.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to just like put our hands on the right wall and just follow it along, like in and out of wherever the hallways take us? Because that's how you go through mazes and stuff. It's not.
I just heard put hands on the wall and something.
Yeah, like if we put our hand on the wall and like walk around it like that, we'll eventually get there, but it will take a while. Better idea.
Yeah, she's saying to put your hands on the right hand wall, and keep it there, and then just walk.
Oh, I see. Because we're in like a maze. Got it. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not sure where we're supposed to. Like, that's a good idea. Okay, so put our right hand on the wall and we'll start walking, I guess.
Yeah.
And did you say that you said there was rooms?
So far you just really see hallways. You don't
Okay, just
really
see hallways, but no. Got it. Okay, I thought I'd heard the word room, but I wasn't sure if that meant the room we walked into or if there was additional like doors attached.
No, not that you can
Okay.
see yet.
Okay, yeah, let's try Aria's plan and try and stick to one. Try and see how work our way towards the right-hand side of the maze.
Okay, so
because that's where we thought the echo came from.
You had done the first right-hand branch, and it sort of it hits a couple corners, goes back and forth, back and forth. You pass a couple doors that are boarded up, pretty heavily, like not just with like boards, but also metal pieces, and have just been like sealed shut. And you follow this path, and it turns every which way, and it actually ends in a dead end.
Did we hear? We didn't hear anything from behind the barred doors or anything, correct?
Not in passing, not passively.
Okay, so we can round that dead end, still keeping our hand on the wall, and then we've still got our right hand on the wall, going back the way we came.
Okay.
And, if you want to.
Trying to think of a plan here.
Valid.
I'm trying to think of like a phrase or a keyword that Alhana would recognize.
Go ahead and perception check for me again.
Okay. I'm trying to think of something I could scream out that I know it was us, but I can't think of what that would be. Oh, I actually got a really good roll on this one.
I mean, screaming anything is going to bring attention to. So if that is the route we want to go,
But if these are the museum people, I'm really not feeling super intimidated by that at this point, and I want Alhana back, and the longer that goes, that makes me more nervous, so... Like, and plus we can just shuffle through them. We're still in their outfit, so...
Yeah, you're right.
14 and 20.
You guys hear a great deal of shuffling down one of the other hallways, not far from you.
Huh.
Okay.
You want to head towards that?
And you said so it's coming towards us, that sound?
No. It's in one of the other hallways. It's not necessarily coming towards you. You just hear a bunch of shuffling all of a sudden.
Okay, got it. So we're going to pull our hoods down over our head, we're going to look down towards the floor, and we're going to start shuffling in that direction.
Okay. You guys round the corner, and you actually head down the third hallway that was on the right. And you actually see a group of the priests that are all sort of shuffling towards one door.
We gotta shuffle right behind them.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a deception check, but with advantage.
Okay. Because nobody sees the shifty Inquisition coming.
Is that communication?
Is it communication?
Yes.
Yeah. And with advantage, you said?
And I can't stunt off this, right? This is just...
You can. There's non-combat
Okay,
stunts.
I got... Sweet, so I got 5 stunt points on that as well.
Yeah, so if you want to use a non-combat stunt, then you can.
13. Okay, so I got a deception roll of 19 with 5 stunt points.
Wow. And I got 13 with 0 stunt points.
You got how much?
13.
13. Okay. I don't know why I leaned closer to my microphone, like I could hear you better that way. It's not how sound works.
You're building tension. Narrative.
Sorry, stream. I've had a lot of cold medicine. I have a bit of a cold, so. And both of those deception checks were super successful. You're very
Super successful.
Oh my god, I love if we all, like, Ohana sees them all shuffling and she's like, fuck it, and we, like, throw off our robes, like, ah! Yes!
I mean, that's
This is
pretty
like
much what's gonna happen.
This is like some Princess Bride shit. It's amazing. So good.
I mean, it's up to you what you guys do when you shuffle in, but, you know.
I don't know. I'm not like a good witty one-liner person, so I gotta think of something fast. Aria, like, witty one-liners. This is our
Oh no,
moment.
I got nothing.
This is it. We'll think of something. It's just gonna be like us, like, Okay, so we're shuffling behind them. We are
Okay,
full
what
deception.
did you want to use your stunts for?
Oh, and so that's like role play stunts, right?
Yeah,
or are
there's
we
a
technically
separate-
in combat?
No, you're not in combat right now, so it would be the role-playing stunts.
Oh, it's gonna take me. I think it'll take too much resources to look that up on my computer.
Okay, I can pull it up.
Does somebody else have a list of those handy?
List of what?
The non-combat stunt points.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got exploration and role-playing stunts. What are you looking at? We have... How many stunt points did you say you had?
5.
Well, they don't go up that high. Let's see. You can do efficient search, speedy search. That makes me wonder, which makes another perception test at no additional cost. I guess if there's anything else there. The object of your attention received a +1 bonus to further tests to examine or perceive additional things in the room. The upper hand, this is 4 points. If your discoveries lead to combat within a moment or two, you receive a +3 bonus on your initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna actually suggest that you use the role-playing stunt options, because the first one on that list is the bon mot, which is you tag the perfect witty remark onto the end of your action, affecting all those who hear it much more deeply.
Oh man, I really better have a good witty retort
And it says
now.
if you can't think of one, the rest of the players, the GM can quickly brainstorm options.
Yes! Yeah, that's... Okay, there's 1 point there.
So
We're
that's
taking
1
that
point.
one.
You can. So the other ones are and another thing, which is you weave a second thread of conversation into the primary interaction. So you basically get the chance to do another test or check.
Oh, okay.
Sway the crowd, which you can affect other people in the area, and you may use the stunt
can I tell
multiple
those guards? Oh wait, ooh, Aria, maybe I should use the points and tell them that like the master is in another area, and for them to go skedaddle to a different door. That this is the wrong door, and then we're the ones that shuffle through the door.
Very good.
So is it an automatic success for it? Like, or do I need to roll for the deception check on it? Have we actually heard them talk yet? We've heard them humming.
So
were they actually speaking at all?
So for Sway the Crowd, it's your interpersonal efforts are so effective that they spill over onto others in the area, and you affect one additional person of your choice past the original target.
Oh, got it. So it's like a deception check on 2 people, but there's way more than 2 people.
But you can use this stunt multiple times on the same roll, and it takes 2 stunt points.
I don't think that'd be enough to get all of them, though.
How many?
It's too bad. That'd be super funny. But
that would be very funny.
Okay.
There's also Tower of Will. Your success gives you a sense of your own brilliance and strength of character. For the rest of the current role-playing exchange, you gain a +1 bonus to any opposed tests where an opponent tries to put you at an emotional disadvantage, such as by intimidating you, impressing you, bargaining with you, and so on.
And how many points is that one? That might actually work.
4.
This guy's kind of freaky.
That's 4 points. Yeah. So you.
Okay, so I'll use the 5 and 1 for that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna do the witty remark. that you guys are gonna help me with.
So,
And then if
I
this guy tries to
recommend-
intimidate us or...
for the witty remark, my suggestion, and this is just my suggestion, is that you guys shuffle in, and then when you see what's going on, you can throw back your hood and just be like, "You rang, motherfucker!"
like, what you want?
New phone, who dis?
New Colt, who dis?
Yes.
But that is my suggestion. You guys can brainstorm for something else if you want.
I feel like Idalya would just go in, completely ignore everything else, and just like and look at Alhana and be like, "Bitch!"
I love that. Okay. So you guys shuffle in with the others, and you enter in a room that is got. It almost looks like you walk into a room full of starlight for a second. The walls are sort of peppered with these little glittering points that Aria, you can definitely tell, are lyrium. And there's glittering runes all over the ground. There's furniture stacked here and there. It does look like a pretty nicely set up basement kind of area, but the walls are sort of caked in this like black paint and glittering points of light. And you shuffle in and you shuffle around a set of furniture with this group of about 8 or so of the museum curators. And around the corner, you see Alhana standing weirdly defensively in front of a chair, facing off against.
That's right.
Like she's trying to defend the chair, and she's standing in front of a Tevinter mage who's got green glowing eyes. And so, what would you like to do with your? Do you want to run up to Alhana and say your word?
I think I'm gonna hold back for just 1 second because I just realized we would have no idea what's going on right now.
Yeah, no, we've got no.
Just like, oh my God.
We've just walked in and we found Alhana in. Personally, I wish she
standing there looking pissed off next to her with her weapon while a Tevinter mage is glaring at her with glowing eyes with all the shufflies watching.
Okay, so Alhana, he has just said that we're waiting for your friends to arrive, and he's not approaching you yet.
How far away are we from this guy? Like, does he have his back to us, or
no? He's facing all of you because he's got his back towards the other end of the room. So he's facing. There's Alhana in front of the chair in front of you. So he's on the one end of the room. Then there's Alhana, the chair, and then your shuffling crowd of people just came in from the other end of the room and are now.
Got it. Because I was gonna say if there was any chance that his back was turned, I was gonna try and backstab him.
No.
But okay, never mind.
And you just see he seems to relax now that all the people have just walked into the room, and he's like
a foolish mistake.
So I'm gonna charge.
Oh.
So I get to move up to 1.5 times my speed and make a melee attack against the enemy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run at him.
Dexterity check.
Nope. Oh yeah. That's correct. Hang on. Okay.
Aria, what kind of glyphs do you have?
What kind of what, sorry?
Like glyphs, or do you have any like multiple people spells?
I have.
Because I assume we skedaddled kind of behind the other group because they were in front of us and we followed them in.
Yeah.
So we're behind them, so they don't realize we're foe behind them.
The one thing that would be most useful is Mind Blast, which won't do any damage, but it will knock most, if not all of them prone.
My girl! Yes!
So I rolled a 15 on my dexterity check.
Okay. You definitely maneuver around the runes once more.
That's right, because I'm a fucking boss. Alright, now I am actually going to try to hit him with my... So...
With what?
My swords.
Okay.
Swords.
So you're dual attacking?
Yes. Well, I'm going to try to.
Well, I was going to say, Kadari's have incredibly strong senses of smell. She would have smelled us enter, right? Correct? She would recognize us. We'd be familiar.
No, I have no idea you're there. Trust
She's
me.
just so pissed off.
Yes, I'm just angry.
I would say she's a bit preoccupied if she wants to stop and smell the air to see. But
you know how Kunari, when they get their dander up, just get really pissed off. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
I would also say you're in a room jam-packed full of lyrium. That's probably all any of you smell.
Yeah,
okay.
fair.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll to attack him. That is.
And what do you need to cast the Mind Blast, Aria? Is it like an instant cast, or do you need time to cast it?
Yeah, no, it's
17. I got a 17.
Nice.
So it just cost me a
Okay.
major action.
So that is a hit.
Okay. And I am, let's see, it is. I have to figure out how this dual wielding thing works. Do I get to hit him twice?
Mm-hmm. You roll for two separate actions.
Yeah, it's two separate attacks.
I have not been doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first hit, it is. Oh shit! Sorry, I got 2 6s. I critically well, anyway.
Yeah. No. Well, this is the damage roll, so.
It's so close though. Okay, so 13 points of damage with the one hit.
Okay.
Nice.
I will roll to see if I hit him with my other one. Is who I still do. 15.
Okay, so that is another hit.
Sweet, and I have 10 points. So, okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to knock him prone with 2 stunt points, and I'm gonna do a stay aware with my 3rd stunt point, which is take a moment to make sure I'm mindful of everything around me, and I have to make a perception test with a focus of choice, and you make me aware of stuff that is around me that I do not know.
Okay.
So after I roll my damage and knock him out, then I'll do my perception test.
Okay.
Okay, that's 3d6. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, that's 2 1s. So, okay, so I hit him for 3 points, but I knock him on his ass.
Okay.
And then it says I have to make a TN 11 perception test.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your
Okay.
perception.
Okay.
It's gotta beat 11. You got this.
$13.
Yes.
Okay. So, several things are going to happen real fast here for a second.
Yes.
So you
I was about to say, after
you
that's
do
done.
your damage, and you knock him prone, and you sort of send him flying across the room again. And as he slams into a bookshelf, you look around very quickly to see what's around. You notice that there are 9 of the robed figures at the back of the room. 7 of them are swaying and occasionally humming to themselves. 2 of them are not.
And then
as Avelius hits the floor, you see a burst of energy come out from him. And I want everyone to make dexterity checks.
Shit.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna have Aria attack, like the minute Al went to run, have Aria do the mind blast off. Like, would we? Because if we were gonna move, because we would have moved the minute she ran, like we would be boosted into action probably.
Yeah. You're gonna roll to see if I have time to react.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a
past.
dexterity check to see if you had time to do that.
If we could react fast enough, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
That could change what just happened.
18.
Okay.
Okay, so you were fast enough. So the minute she charges him, you cast... it was Mind Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast Mind Blast, which knocks everybody...
It knocks everyone prone, and
it
those
just does?
make a strength check of 14, strength of 14. can't take a major action on the next turn.
Okay, they all failed that. So,
Okay.
so you send
And-
all of so.
Everybody's
map
on
this
the
out.
board, guys.
Everybody's flying in this room. Ahana, you charge him, you knock him prone, you send him smashing into furniture. And at the same time, you look back and you notice that one of the robed figures has actually cast Mind Blast and sent a number of the other robed figures flying, leaving only 2 of them standing, which you do notice are behaving differently than the other figures that are now flying across the room and all knocked prone.
Aria's clutch!
Just after you notice that, Avelius hits the ground, and a green pulse shoots out from the impact. So everybody make a dexterity check.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing the minute that Mind Blast went off, I was probably running, hauling ass to
Can you
Mr.
stop
Eviction.
on one of these?
You can.
I have 4 stunt points.
I rolled a 17, and I...
You can, but I would say because this is a check, it would be a non-combat stunt.
Okay, yeah.
I rolled 9.
myself in, I want to do an advantageous positioning for me.
Okay, and what was your roll?
My roll?
Yeah.
She has
Oh.
17.
Yeah, but
We
yes.
both got 17s.
Okay, so Ohana, you like fucking skip over the pulse as it comes at you, and it just totally misses you. Idalya, it hits you, but you sort of dodge out of the way of most of it, so you only take 7 damage. Aria, unfortunately, you don't get out of the way fast enough, and you take 15 damage.
How much, sorry?
15.
15.
And then I want everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy. Can you stop that?
Oh,
Actually,
shit.
Ohana, you don't have to roll initiative. You're already in initiative with Avelius.
Avelius? Okay.
So we're basically just rolling to determine. Okay.
3 6s.
I'm gonna say with a
Something 8.
critical success
Oh,
like that,
wow.
you're getting bumped up to the top of the order.
See, if I have to do initiative, I can roll great. Goat bees, 1s. Like,
Aria.
Yeah, I got 8.
Okay. And oh god, I have to name 7 other dudes. Okay, so, and then, so our order is going to be Idalya, who scooched herself up to the top, and then Avelius, Ohana, Aria, and then Susan, Sam, Stella, Gale, Arnie, Amy, and Sonic. It's just what popped in my head after Amy, I'm sorry. And those are the currently prone museum curators that are on the ground. So, that brings us back around, Idalya, go ahead and start us off.
okay. And
Me. Sorry, I had to yell.
Yeah, you guys,
okay,
if you
now
want to
we
have
can
some
throw
sort
our
of
hoods off
reunion.
now. You're like, you miss us, bitch?
Yes, get your asses in here! I am not doing well! My
Okay.
making is not good!
Okay, so I'm going to be swinging Emily's memento at the prone mage.
Okay.
Since everybody's prone, I'm just going to go for it. And I know this hits, but I'm going to roll to see if I can stunt, because I could really use that, probably. And I did not stunt. 14, and, 17 for a hit, but that didn't matter. I don't know why I just counted that. Okay, so my damage is... It's been a while since I've attacked, really, anything. Okay, so I got 10 for damage.
Okay. So you smack that 10 damage on him. Clobbering him. He takes some damage.
Okay.
Look for the holes in his armor!
Okay, and that brings us to Avilius' turn, and as he's clambering up from the floor, he looks at you and realizes what's going on, and he says, You've arrived! Wait! I do not want to fight you.
Kill him! He keeps killing people!
Perhaps we can come to an agreement.
Killing people! He's killing people!
Just as a point, Aria's not looking so... Like, you guys can probably see that she's, like, swaying a little bit.
And how far away is Aria's turn to heal herself?
I think that was...
Avelius is gonna get up for this turn, and then it's gonna be...
Because they're all getting up for this turn, so Okay, so
you guys will
next turn?
both be able to take actions before anybody else can.
Okay, so Aria, you're gonna get to heal before we face anybody.
But he's talking to Idalya right now, and he says, Please, I want to work something out.
Okay.
He's killing people!
So we're gonna progress to Aria's turn so she can heal herself before I even open my mouth.
Okay, so Alhana's actually gonna go before Aria.
Oh shit.
So that would make
This is probably for the best. Let her get this out of her.
She's mad.
Yeah,
I was about to say, at least let her punch the energy out first.
She's mad. Yes. Okay. All out attack!
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. So, I have +1 to damage on success, but I suffer -1 to my defense until the next turn. So let's remember that. What? Okay. Ooh, I stunted!
Yes.
17! And I stunted!
That's a hit.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch.
Oh my god, Alhana is so excited to fight with the team again.
Back on the ground! I knocked him prone! I forgot to tell you, I have 6 stunt points. Knock him prone! Next, I'm going to pierce his armor! Find his shape. It is rounded down versus this attack. So it is, his armor is halved and it is rounded down versus this attack. And then I'm gonna mighty blow his ass. So 1d6.
And would that 1d6 work for both of her weapons? Both swords? If she's dual wielding?
No, because that's a
just one of
separate
them?
attack roll and a
Separate
separate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can technically stunt twice in a turn, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just trying.
Oh, this is beautiful. Okay.
We need all the help we can get here. Hang in there, Aria. It's almost over.
14.
okay. He feels that.
His armor should be gone, or at least halved.
Yeah, you smash into him, and knock him and send him sliding back across the room again. Before you make your second attack, everybody go ahead and make a dexterity check again as he smashes into the ground.
Oh, shit.
15.
Okay.
Uh, 12.
How'd you do, Aria?
12.
12? Okay. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah,
Okay.
so you guys all mostly dodge out of the way of this green pulse that shoots out from him again. And you guys all take 5 points of damage from the pulse.
You still alive, Aria?
Just.
Okay. It's okay. We got you.
And Alhana, you still have a second attack.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, has he got pulse after every attack? Oh, God. Oh, boy. Ooh.
Oh, I stunted again, and I have 6 for stunt.
Why is it always the dual wielders?
It's always the dual wielders.
Every time.
Always.
So let's see.
I'm really excited in this case, though. Unless he pulses every time he's injured, then we have a problem.
Then we have a problem.
Is a 16 hit?
Yes.
Yeah! And I have 6
What-
stunt points. My dude, I have 6 stunt points. Yeah. He's already on the ground. So, let's see.
Oh, shit. We might need to get out of here. He might be healing himself off of us.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
Can we tie him up or, like, apprehend him?
Okay, I'm gonna do, how do I do that? Can I roll to do that?
To tie him up?
Yeah, because I have a sneaking suspicion, because every time we've damaged him, he's then sent out a pulse that if we don't block damages for differing amounts.
And I'm about to, like, sit on him because I get to knock him again. So I would think that I would be able to tie him up at this point.
You have already rolled the attack roll.
Yeah.
Crap. Oh,
So you can't
Okay,
do
okay,
anything besides attack at this point.
okay.
Well, it's
With
okay,
my-
because the next turn is Aria's, and then everybody else would get up, so I can res her, and
So
then try and talk to Duder while we're resing her.
I am going to do the Pierce armor. So his armor it's halved again. And then he's already not prone. Okay, so I will do another mighty blow to inflict an extra 1d6. And then I will go into a defensive stance afterwards, which gives me a +2 to bonus to defense.
Okay, so you did Mighty Blow, Pierce Armor, and Defensive Stance?
Stance.
Okay.
Okay, so 1d. So 3d6. Eight.
Okay. Okay, so he's still prone. He takes the hit. He doesn't seem to be a fan of it. And that'll bring us around to Aria's turn.
Yeah, I'm going to cast heal. Okay, and roll to actually cast it.
And we also have lyrium potions, we also have health potions, I believe, in our shared, like, group one.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
And how much
What?
do the health potions heal? Do you happen to know offhand?
I don't recall.
Okay.
If I can
I
find
wonder
it.
if that's in the rulebook.
I don't know if it is in the rulebook or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd rather do that than use my mana.
Yeah, I'm thinking I feel like you might need your mana here.
Yeah.
And you might get a better heal, a better guaranteed heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Than trying to roll a die on it. Because it's one thing if we go down in battle, you can heal us, but I feel like the healer should get the health potions.
So, health. Okay, healing potion. Let's see. Requires an action and restores up to 4d6 plus Constitution. So
There you go.
roll 4d6.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
4d6? Wow. Apparently I need to be using health potions more.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit.
So 4d6 plus your Constitution.
Cool.
Your health.
$16.
Nice. That'll help a bit.
Yeah, that's considerable. That's
Basically
four times
drunk in the
the
back of the room like, you guys, oh, so good. We're like, come on, Aria. She's like, hey, you guys, I'm so tired.
She sounds like Frank.
Do you remember Frank?
Yeah, she basically Frank. She's like, I really feel bad for Frank now. He must have felt terrible.
We just punched him.
Hana's like, oh, it's Frank. Like, how dare you be talking about boys without me? What is going on?
I need a drink, y'all!
I like the idea.
I got some gold. I can buy drinks now.
Oh, thank God! Thank the maker!
I like the idea that Dwayne was actually like somebody that at one point stood Idalya up, and she just took all that rage out on.
Yeah, she just channeled that.
It was very genuine.
It was the guy who was going to take her to the nice party and then never showed up.
Aria's just like, damn, Idalya got real.
He's like some member of the Chargers. Was supposed to take me out on a date and then never showed up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's canon now.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Dwayne. Asshole.
Fucking Dwayne.
But you never let Iron Bull set you up on dates.
I mean, accurate. Okay, so you healed. Is that your turn?
Yes,
yeah.
I believe that was a major action.
Yeah.
Yeah, major.
Okay, so Susan, Sam, Stella, Gail, Arnie, Amy, and Sonic have all stood.
Sonic! You blanked out last time you said it.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of after Amy.
Oh, that's so funny.
So they've all
Can't
stood
kill
up now.
Sonic?
Yeah,
Wait,
Sonic.
Can you mind blast them, like, before they are able to, like, you get to go again before,
Yes.
so you'll be able
to go
to
again.
knock him back down if you want to.
Yep. Especially because she saved the mana on healing herself.
So they spend their action standing, so now it is Idalya's turn.
Okay, and Elle, how's your health? Since you were having some fun before we got here, apparently. I'm guessing Alhana's slightly busted up a bit by magic swords.
I'm like half.
Okay, so you're managing. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. What do you say, guys? Do I try and talk first, or do...
Kill him! He has been stealing people. He has been killing them so he can learn how to control minds, and that is not gonna do anybody any good anywhere ever.
Thank you for telling me, because we did not know that.
Well, now you do.
Please, you don't understand. I could be an asset to your employer.
No, there is no price that is good enough to let slime like you help anybody.
I am not talking to you, you tall cow.
Oh, I kick him in the face.
Okay.
Kid, it's not your turn.
Okay, that's it. I roll to attack. Like, no one calls our dragon a cow. Oh my god, please kick him in the nuts and moo at him, please. Okay, so 18 to hit.
That's a success.
Okay. And 9 damage.
Okay. Oh, he's still prone, technically,
So-
so you would have hit anyways, but...
Oh, I know. I was seeing if I had stub points. Sorry.
Yeah, he takes it, it does not, it mostly hits his armor. You mostly clank on his armor, but he just winces a little
I figured.
as he's rolling around on the ground. And, motherfucker, I forgot to have you dexterity check. Because you moved on the floor. So, go ahead and do it after the fact, yeah?
Is that for all? Is that, and that's for all of us but Aria, right?
No. No, you moved to attack him. I forgot. You moved across the floor to actually go and hit him. So because you're moving across the floor that's covered in runes. Sorry, cat.
That's a cat. Because you moved across the floor. That's a cat.
Because you moved across the floor that's covered in runes, you need to do a dexterity check to see if you dodge the runes.
No problem. Okay.
Aria didn't
Lot of
actually
dex-
move from her spot.
Okay.
So she
A lot of
didn't do
dexterity
it.
checks in here.
Alhana should have, but I forgot, so she's very enraged.
I got 14
Okay, you're fine.
with 5 stunt points. If we're doing
Yeah,
those.
you wouldn't. It would be an out of combat stunt. So
Yeah, I know. Just checking.
okay, so Avilius stands up, and he says, he looks panicked. He's like, I don't want to fight you.
He called me a cow.
You called her a cow.
Is this truly what you want?
I think you need to apologize first. Grovel.
So as he's getting up, he sort of stops and he stays on his knees and he looks at Ohana and he says, I humbly apologize for any undue harm my words may have caused. It wasn't.
Can I kick him in the face and break his nose, but like not do any damage to him, just for aesthetic purposes?
No, I don't think you can aesthetically.
No,
break
you would
someone's
still
nose.
injure him, just not fatally.
You would still have to roll for the attack and the damage.
Damn.
But if you want to kick him in the face,
I want to kick him in the face.
okay, it is your turn.
He is at your boot level. You're welcome.
Right. Oh, I sent him with 6 more stun points. You're not going to believe this.
Throwing your dice in the kiln.
No. Hey,
Yeah.
this is the
You
first
have
session they have
loaded
worked.
dice.
No, this is the first session they have worked. They owe me.
That's right. That is fair. She's had some pretty bad luck with dice so far.
Terrible dice rolls. Okay, let's do this.
That's bad. That means if Ohana's luck is changing, my rolls are going to get real bad here soon.
15.
Okay, so that does hit.
Oh! And I have 6 stun points. Well, he's staying on the floor. So, I'm just going to kick him down to the floor to keep him there. Lick my shoe! You terrible person! And then I am going to pierce his armor. And then we're going to mighty blow again.
Okay.
So his armor is half. I have a 3d6 plus 1. Let's see. Can I stunt on that?
What?
Can I stunt on that?
On the no.
No.
On
you
your
can't stunt
No.
attack or on
Zol's
the
like,
visual.
you can't stunt on anything anymore.
It's broken.
Never
The
again.
stunt machine broke. I don't.
It's 8 damage, but I still get to hit him again because I'm a dual wielding.
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, before you do that, as you knock him prone, he smashes into the ground again. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Why is he hitting the runes when he does it? Is he having to roll each time he hits the runes as we're bonking him around?
It's almost like That's not quite it. No.
Okay, but the runes are not affecting him somehow.
Can I stunt on that? Can I stunt on a dex check?
Yes, but it's not going to be a combat stunt.
No, I know.
It'll be like a RP.
Not RP, but the other.
The world exploring or whatever it is.
Yes.
Okay, apparently I'll print off copies of this week and laminate them so we have these.
I want to do the advantageous positioning. And dexterity check, I got.
Yeah, if you do advantageous positioning, you're not going to take any damage this time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what was everybody else's?
12.
12?
Oh, we're doing a dex check?
Yes.
15.
Okay, with 15 and 12, you guys dodge most of the damage. It was a particularly big blast, so you only take 9 points of damage.
And magic goes 3 defense, correct?
Correct, yeah. Yeah, you guys are taking the full brunt of this damage.
Sure.
Okay, now, Ohana, go ahead and make your...
Trying to hit him again.
Yes.
Oh, he's prone, so I just hit, right?
Yeah, but you can check to see if you stun.
Okay. Oh, fuck, I did.
It's because she understood her powers as a dual wielder. Like,
Yes.
this is her getting her, like, dual wielder arm.
Every
But
time
I
I play
only
this game with a dual wielder, they stunt every 4 seconds.
I only have 2 stunt points. It's not that bad. Let's see. I'm just gonna pierce his armor.
Okay.
So his armor is half, and then I'll do my 2 points.
Wow, down there and he's groaning, and you smashed into him and he rolls. He rolled in. You guys survived the pulse, and he takes some more damage. And with that, I'm actually going to stop it for the night. And we will pick up starting with Aria's turn next
Oh
time.
boy.
That just sends some museum curators flying! They will literally not know what hit them.
Great!
They just stood up. They don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our outros. I don't actually know what order we're in. Let me see. Let me pull up the thing. Okay, Alex, do you have any plugs? You want to tell everybody where they can find you online?
I'm everywhere. My tag is Mangolex. That just like it sounds. If there's a platform and I'm on it, that's my name. I have nothing going on except I do want to recommend that everybody play the new Pillars of Eternity Deadfire because you get to be a fucking pirate and it's amazing. Anyway, that's what I want to plug tonight because it's a fucking blast. So,
Fucking pirates, fucking blast. Yes.
You're so pumped after that battle. You're just
Your poor husband. I swear to God. I'm really glad you didn't have any technical issues where you're like,
he's like, so.
He's used
to be like this. It's okay.
Celeste?
Yeah, no, I'm trying really hard to learn how to use art. So if you want some free art, come follow me and that'll be up sometime soon.
Did that cut out for anybody else?
Yeah, I didn't hear a word of that.
Yeah, no, I missed all of it.
Okay, try one more time.
So yeah, I'm trying to learn how to use Starcraft with 2 eyes, and I'm planning like an art raffle on Tumblr, so that'll be out sometime soon if you want to follow me there for some free art.
Yes!
Right, she did all the art for our characters that you see in the lovely overlay.
It's amazing.
So she's A+. If you can get art from her, sign up. And Kristen.
Still posting new chapters of Once and Again, which apparently is very good according to new people. People are reading it. It's really creepy. And I have a couple other projects coming up and a couple other things, but they're not done and probably won't be done till summer. But yeah, go read it. I'll link it somewhere someday.
Hey, and I am Zom. You can find me everywhere online at Zombalog. The name should be on the screen wherever it is. You can also find links to all of my writing and where you can find it at my website, zombarber.com. I do D&D streaming every Friday, every other Friday on twitch.tv/godofroads. And we do occasional one-shots on there sporadically as well. And then this show airs here on twitch.tv/zombalog Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We actually won't be here next weekend. We've got people going away for various summer activities. So we'll be taking a week off, but then we'll be returning the week after same time to find out what Aria is going to do. So yeah, go check out my writing if you want. The fan fiction that this world state takes place in it starts with tearing down the heavens. You can get that on Archive of Our Own. It's my Inquisition fic, and it's got a lot of stuff where I just sort of scooch canon to the side a little bit. So
you like throw it off a cliff, and on the way down you're like, "Bye, bitch."
I haven't been that far.
She hasn't read mine, has she?
But yeah, so thanks for anybody who stopped by and watched us. I will upload this episode to YouTube. My YouTube channel. You can find all the other previous episodes on YouTube at Zombalog on YouTube as well. So we will see you guys in a couple weeks for the thrilling conclusion of this battle, where he will probably still try to get Idalya to listen to him.
And he still called our friend a cow.
He's not a very nice man.
Things aren't looking good for him.
It's like bros before magic hose. Like, we're not even dealing with that. Like, no. Like, we're not even...
Alright, until next time, guys.
Bye.